Welcome to today's Blueprint News. Today, we're breaking down the latest federal election projections from POLIWAVE, offering a clearer picture of how the race is shaping up as Canada moves closer to Election Day. The battle for power is intensifying. While the Conservatives hold the lead, the Liberals remain in striking distance. Meanwhile, the Bloc Québécois continues to assert its influence in Quebec, while the NDP and Greens face an uphill battle. The latest seat projections from POLIWAVE are in, and Canada's political landscape is shifting as the country heads toward a decisive election. The numbers tell a story of Conservative momentum, Liberal resilience, and the struggles of smaller parties. National outlook, a Conservative lead, but no majority yet. Leading the pack, the Conservatives have secured 162 seats so far. A strong performance, but is it enough to form a majority government? They'll need to keep building momentum if they want to govern without needing support from other parties. Challenging them closely, the Liberals hold 136 seats. While they trail behind, history has shown that they have the ability to negotiate and form alliances. Could they still find a path to power? It all depends on the final count and potential coalitions. Meanwhile, the Bloc Québécois has established itself as a decisive force with 31 seats. This regional powerhouse continues to represent Quebec's interests and could play a crucial role in shaping parliamentary decisions. The New Democratic Party, NDP, stands at 12 seats, not a large number, but their influence could be critical in a minority government situation. Will they become the kingmakers in the coming weeks? And finally, the Green Party has 2 seats. A small presence, but a consistent voice for environmental policies and progressive change. Can they use these seats to push their agenda forward? With these numbers, one question remains: what kind of government will take shape? Will the Conservatives push for a majority, or are we looking at a minority government with intense negotiations ahead? The stakes are high, and the political maneuvering has only just begun. Election results are rolling in from British Columbia, and the numbers are shaping up to be a game changer in this key province. Let's break it down. Leading the race in British Columbia, the Conservatives have secured 23 seats. A strong showing, reinforcing their influence in the province. Could this be a sign of shifting political trends in the West? Following behind, the Liberals hold 15 seats. While they trail the Conservatives, their presence in British Columbia remains significant. Can they hold on to their support as more results come in? The New Democratic Party, NDP, has gained 4 seats. Though a smaller number, the NDP has traditionally had strong support in British Columbia. Will these seats be enough for them to play a critical role in the larger national picture? And finally, the Green Party has secured 1 seat, a small but symbolic win for environmental advocates. Their influence in British Columbia has seen ups and downs, but every seat counts in a tight race. With these results, one thing is clear: British Columbia remains a battleground province with a mix of political representation. How will this impact the final national outcome? And what does it mean for the future of leadership in Canada? The election results from Alberta are in, and as expected, the province has once again shown its strong political preference. Let's break down the numbers and analyze what they mean for the bigger picture. Dominating the race in Alberta, the Conservatives have secured a massive 33 seats. This isn't surprising, as Alberta has long been a Conservative stronghold. But with this commanding lead, the big question is, will this be enough to push them toward a national victory? Trailing far behind, the Liberals have managed to capture just 3 seats. While Alberta has never been a Liberal-friendly province, securing even a few seats could play a role in shaping their national strategy moving forward. Meanwhile, the New Democratic Party, NDP, has won 1 seat. Though a small number, it keeps the party's presence alive in the province. With Alberta traditionally leaning Conservative, will the NDP be able to grow its influence here in future elections? With these results, Alberta has once again cemented itself as a Conservative powerhouse. But how will this affect the overall national race? Will this Conservative wave be enough to form a government, or will other provinces tip the balance? The results are in from the Prairies. and the political landscape continues to reflect familiar trends. But there are some key takeaways worth analyzing. Let's break it down. Once again, the Conservatives dominate the region, securing 19 seats. This stronghold in the Prairies reinforces their influence in Canada's heartland. But will this momentum be enough to carry them to a national victory? Meanwhile, the Liberals have managed to capture 7 seats. While they remain far behind the Conservatives, these numbers show they still have pockets of support in the region. Could this be a sign of shifting dynamics in certain areas? The New Democratic Party, NDP, has won 2 seats, maintaining a modest presence. The Prairies have not traditionally been an NDP stronghold, but every seat counts in a highly competitive national race. Could this be a stepping stone for future gains? With these numbers, the Prairies continue to lean heavily conservative, but the presence of the Liberals and NDP shows that the political landscape is not entirely one-sided. How will this shape the national outcome? Will the Conservatives use their strong support here to push toward forming a government, or will the opposition find ways to challenge their hold? We want to hear your thoughts. What do these results mean for the country's future? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more election updates. Stay tuned, more results are on the way. Major developments are coming out of Ontario, the most crucial battleground in this election. With the latest seat count in, the balance of power is becoming clearer. Let's dive into the numbers. Leading the race in Ontario, the Conservatives have secured 64 seats, a strong performance in a province that often decides national elections. With this lead, the Conservatives are making a major push toward government formation. But the Liberals are not far behind, winning 54 seats. This close contest shows that Ontario remains a deeply divided battleground. Can the Liberals use these numbers to negotiate their way back into power? Meanwhile, the New Democratic Party, NDP, has managed to secure 3 seats, a weaker showing in a province where they've seen stronger results in the past. Can they rebuild support in the future? And finally, the Green Party has claimed 1 seat, maintaining a presence in Ontario. While small in numbers, every seat matters in shaping the final government. With these results, Ontario once again proves to be the most hotly contested province in Canada. The battle between the Conservatives and Liberals is razor thin, and this province could ultimately decide who governs the country. The results from Quebec are in, and this province is once again proving to be a political wildcard. With a mix of parties securing seats, Quebec's role in shaping the next government cannot be ignored. Let's break it all down. At the top, the Liberals lead with 33 seats, a strong showing in a province that has historically played a key role in their success. But will this be enough to counter Conservative gains in other provinces? Close behind, the Bloc Québécois has secured 31 seats, proving once again that they remain a powerful force in Quebec politics. Their influence in Parliament could be crucial in shaping future policies and alliances. The Conservatives have managed to claim 13 seats, a modest but significant presence in a province where they have historically struggled. Could this be a sign of growing Conservative momentum in Quebec? And finally, the New Democratic Party, NDP, has won 1 seat, a far cry from their past successes in the province, but still a foothold they may look to build on in the future. With these results, Quebec remains one of the most unpredictable provinces in the country. The close competition between the Liberals and the Bloc Québécois could play a decisive role in shaping the next government. Will the Liberals use their lead here to stay in power? Or will the Bloc's influence shift the balance? The results are in from Atlantic Canada, and the region is once again proving to be a key battleground in this election. With a clear lead for one party, let's break down the numbers and what they mean for the national picture. Dominating the region, the Liberals have secured 23 seats, a strong showing that reinforces their traditional support in Atlantic Canada. This performance could give them the momentum they need to challenge the Conservatives on a national scale. But is it enough? Meanwhile, the Conservatives have claimed 9 seats, making inroads in a region that has historically leaned Liberal. While they remain behind, every seat counts in a highly competitive election. Could this signal a shifting trend in Atlantic Canada? With these results, Atlantic Canada remains a crucial stronghold for the Liberals, but Conservative gains could be an early warning sign of changing tides. Will this support hold as more results come in, or will the political landscape shift in the final count? As we inch closer to Election Day, these projections set the stage for an intense political battle. Will the Conservatives hold on to their lead, or can the Liberals stage a comeback? How will regional dynamics shape the final outcome? Stay tuned to today's Blueprint News for the latest updates, in-depth analysis, and expert opinions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more political coverage. See you in the next update.